tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Broncos will put total leather and we'll get started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return. Decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense set on first down. They'll go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Dukes line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the return, it's Parker. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Nixon. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Wolf. Working that left side now. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
The lone back's got it. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the run again. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. First and goal, Western Michigan.
The Broncos will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight end.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Western Michigan.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. And the Dukes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Parker. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to throw on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Back to pass, it's Wolf. could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Trying to move them on the counter. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Dukes send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Wolf. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to the ground with the running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They'll try the jet sweep to pick up the 1st down. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker.
And a great job seeing the motion coming across the formation, understanding the jet sweep's a possibility, pulling the trigger, going and getting the guy on the ground.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's Knight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
But, Reese, you know how much
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Fires into the end zone. Caught near the sticks. It's Knight. Touchdown, James Madison. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in the rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And Dave,
what a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
and that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Now 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. To the air, it's Wolf. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is intercepted.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Give to the running back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Gets rid of it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you get interceptions as a safety, it's anticipation. You can see it. They see the route, they break on it, they go make big hits and big plays. This time, he gets the big INT.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking downfield, it's Wolf. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Broncos are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Touchdown Broncos! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on 2nd down from the 14. Looking for a man, it's Barnett. He finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Running it back, it's Parker. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return.
Will take over. First and 10.
Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On second down, he'll let it fly. This time he's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Going up top on first down. With the catch, it's Nixon. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the air, it's Wolf. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it right on his guy.
He makes a grab, and he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Powers full. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. He slings it deep to the left. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Dukes will kick it off to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Snags a quick pass on the left. Turns it on in midfield. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Touchdown Broncos. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 9.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, is because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
You know, it's really tough. It's tough to be a DB because you can't get there too early. You can't get there too late. He gets there perfect timing and gets the deflection.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
On the run, it's Nixon. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Scanning the field, it's Wolf. Getting some heat. He's got the tight end. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Nixon. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
At the 8-yard line. Third down coming.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Now the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Floats it out in space. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Let's go. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw. It's Barnett. Unloads it left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This offense has struggled to get any rhythm going, and the only success they've had is throwing to this guy, so no question here in the second half. They're going to try to do that more often, but the defense knows it. Nice job there in coverage, making sure that one fell incomplete.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the red zone, looking for a man. With the catch, it's Thompson. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Movement here from the tight end. To the air. It's Wolf. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Knight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it, forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
At midfield, he's got room. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He fires to the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's a really good play by the defense, playing deep to shallow. My job is to stay as deep as the deepest. Make sure I don't get beat deep. If they throw it underneath, I go make a tackle and rally, but I can't give up those deep shots. Great job by the DB.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Looking to the big tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They want to just keep throwing it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Here we go. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
The end of the 3rd quarter of play with the score. Western Michigan, 27. James Madison, 14.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
27. James Madison, 21.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Bowls his way forward.
The tight end, the ball carrier, picks up 6. 2nd down coming up.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They move the tight end all over. Looking for space. It's Nixon. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
He's brought down at the 33. 3rd down coming.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Off he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They'll put the tight end in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. On the ground, going for the 1st down with the give to the tight end. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Field goal is good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big hiccup and a first down for this offense.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen two big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Can White cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Dukes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he's going to score. Touchdown, James Madison. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. We're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Wolf. He's got him this time. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
We're seeing more and more offensive coordinators find creative ways to get their best athletes, their wide receivers, involved in the running game. And what better way to do it than with the jet sweep? Great example right there.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Western Michigan.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Now on second down. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it first and 10. The give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on second and 9. Power football with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And the Broncos will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to pass, it's Barnett. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That one fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
Dialing up a second down pass play. He wants a big play here late. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. They're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.